Is your boiler pressure too high? In this video we'll cover many reasons as to why this could be and how to fix it on the go without having to get a call out from an engineer. Boiler pressure, for those who don't know, is the water pressure inside of your boiler. The balance of water and air mixed together inside the boiler determines the pressure of your boiler. This needs to be kept at a very safe level between 1 and 1.5 bar to make your boiler gas safe and work efficiently. The boiler's pressure takes place in its pipes and components, which means it can be very dangerous if not kept at a safe level. Please note there is also issues to be dealt with if your pressure is too low, so check out a video up here where I talk about how to top up your boiler pressure. So, common causes of high boiler pressure. Number one will just be the age of your boiler and it just being too old to function properly. If you're in the market for a new boiler, head to iheat.co.uk. We do a very simple click form quote process, which is a fixed price for a next day boiler installation. Number two, which is most likely the common cause, is that someone has just topped up the boiler pressure on your boiler without realizing or set it too high by accident. This can often occur if you're trying to top up your boiler pressure. Let's say you come downstairs one day and your boiler pressure is at around 0.5, you open up the filling loop and let it rise up, and maybe you forget about it, you get distracted, or it just goes up a lot quicker than you expected, and now your boiler pressure sits around 2 bar. Do not fear, at the end of this video I will cover a very simple fix to reduce your boiler pressure, and to be honest, if you have a new boiler, anything over 3 bar or anything counting as dangerous towards your boiler, the boiler will just turn off as a new safety feature. The third reason just comes down to parts of your boiler malfunctioning or not working correctly, and they will need a simple repair which can be quite cheap and affordable instead of buying a brand new boiler. However, if this isn't the first time getting a part repaired on your boiler, I do think it is time to upgrade, as mentioned before. So if you do try the fix mentioned at the end of this video and it does not work, do get an engineer out to check out your boiler and see what part is causing the issue. It's most likely going to be your PRV, which is a pressure release valve, your expansion vessel, or the filling loop itself. These parts are quite inexpensive to replace, so it may be worth doing so instead of buying a new boiler. Anyways, how do we fix this? Before we begin, make sure your filling loop is closed on your boiler, as when we're reducing the pressure, it will keep topping up and topping up. So make sure it is closed so the boiler pressure can reduce nice and slowly. But every filling loop changes with every boiler, so make sure you have a quick Google and see what your boiler filling loop looks like and what it should look like when closed. Ultimately, to reduce your boiler pressure, we need to release the pressure from somewhere else inside your home that isn't your boiler. This is normally going to be a radiator, so you need to head upstairs, or if you're in a bungalow, head to the furthest away radiator. Ideally for this tutorial, you'd have one person stood at the boiler to let you know the pressure is going down, and one person upstairs at the radiator to do what we're about to do. If you're just on your own though, like I was, you are going to have to keep going up and down the stairs, which may kill you off, but it will be worth it in the long run. To reduce your boiler pressure, you will need a radiator bleeding key or flathead screwdriver, a jug to collect loads of water in, and some kitchen roll and maybe some towels to put down on the floor to protect your walls and carpet. Locate your release valve on your radiator, open it up with the flathead screwdriver or bleeding key, and allow the water to flow into the jug. Bear in mind, this could be a high buildup of pressure, so the water could go everywhere, which is why we have the kitchen roll and the towel. As you can see, the jug is filling up nice and quickly. If you have anything above 2 bar, you are going to be going through around 3 to 4 jugs, but it all depends on your system and how big your property is. For me, I had to empty the jug out maybe 6 or 7 times, so please do prepare for a long day. Each time you fill the jug, head downstairs and see how it affects your boiler pressure. If it isn't dropping a lot, then maybe empty a few jugs out before going back downstairs again. You can start to gauge how long it's going to take to actually do this. For me, it took a very long time, probably around half an hour to get it emptied, but that's me going up and down the stairs, checking the pressure and back up again. Keep doing this until your boiler pressure drops below 1.5 and you should be good to go. However, if you do not see a drop or you just see it going back up, it is a fault inside your boiler or a part inside your boiler. So an engineer will have to come out to your property and check the issue. However, this fix could have saved you an engineer call out fee. If that's the case, let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like to show your support for the video, and I will see you in the next one. This has been iHeat.